You know yourself.
Yeah.
Right, guys?
Yeah,
Isn't it fun?
They keep on with the same clips, man.
Trained you up. The apprenticeship. Trained you up. The apprenticeship.
To this day,
I hit him clean more times. I beat him.
use your common sense. This is not me, y'all. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
This MAGA country.
What up, Cheadle spirit? This is Off the Top, the epicenter of pop culture, where we talk about music, racism, and nerd shit. I got Epic here today.
Snap, snap.
Snap, snap, indeed. We're here to talk about this Brie Larson shit. Now, we watched a video before on Brie Larson, and that video didn't probably didn't give the whole context. It was a clip, and I couldn't find the full interview. So we're going to watch somebody else that watched the interview, and we're going to see what we feel about it. People are telling me that this video will convince me.
Hello and welcome back to No Bullshit. Today we return to talking about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. With only just about a week left until its biggest movie of all time releases, I think now's as good a time as any to catch up on the drama over there at Marvel comic book movies. Previously we covered their last movie, Captain Marvel, extensively, mostly going over the main actress.
Oh shit, hold on.
Damn, man. You spoiling.
Previously, we covered their last movie, Captain Marvel, extensively, mostly going over the main actress Brie Larson and her social justice warrior and arrogant tendencies. Larson even went so far as to say she doesn't care what white men think about her.
So saying, I don't hate white dudes. I'm just saying.
Interviews after she said, "Hey, I'm not allowing straight white men to speak to me," on one of her press tours.
That all those white male tears
to the table. She was passable, sure, which
even with all that protesting, that girl still got her money.
This far along in the
MCU, they were right. They're insignificant.
Regardless, finally,
white genocide.
Internet nerds have no power.
Quite over for the character or actress, which also has already sold out theaters across the country at a record pace. Well, as with what happens when all big movies come out, the actors begin to go on press tours doing interviews all over the place to promote their picture. And as we saw before with Captain Marvel,
get to the
Brie
fucking
Larson
video.
The best at this press tour
That's
stuff.
what I'm saying, doggone it.
Brie isn't quite the top dog.
Don't fall asleep on his damn video, man.
Earlier this year and a few months last year, thinking she was really hot shit, but now
thinking she's hot shit.
Served a nice slice of humble pie, and really, there's
humble
no better
pie.
person suited for the job of calling out Brie other than
white
Chris
alpha male with that big hammer bashed her in the head and gave her some sense.
Charismatic and likable, and also better trained and a bigger.
I do all my stunts.
I did my stunts because I.
She can get a facial right there.
Tom Cruise over here.
Oh yeah, Chris.
The first me, not the next Tom Cruise. Thank you very much.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's pretty awkward, man. It feels like you could cut the tension in that room with a knife.
Killed
too.
that
I'm really glad to see Chris Hemsworth is not letting Larson get away with her humble brag about the stunts here. Who cares if you did your own stunts, Brie? Your movie was mediocre and it was hardly stunt based at all. Sure, all these superhero movies have stunts. They
Chris
have
could
big
get it
fights
too,
and all kinds of acrobatics and everything too.
You saw that face he made looking at her.
The same as a Tom Cruise-like movie, which is why Hemsworth brought it up here. When Cruise does his own stunts, it's in a more realistic and grounded environment, like what he does in the Mission Impossible movies.
You know what Tyson had them hammers for nothing with capes.
And of course, Mission Impossible movies are universally
I think that nigga
as well.
married.
They kick ass.
And
these kinds of movies can require little
superhero
BDSM. All things considered, especially
they could have put some CG on her ass
glowing, shooting fire out of its hands and
got an ass
flies around and shit. So
that's what I'm saying, man.
That kind of style
Thanos got
film,
cheeks,
most of it's going to be animated with computers anyway. So
we don't even know if that's Thanos cheeks, man.
Really doesn't help the picture as
much. They could have
CGI'd
that booty, man.
In this kind of situation, she could have
man,
actually slowed down
like
the production and added unneeded costs to their work schedule and insurance policies. Lead actors also
apparently the
busier
bullshit
schedules,
begins.
so making it so you have to be on set every day for every shot for your character can actually interrupt or extend
what does
the
got to
shoot
do with
schedule
anything?
overall. And about the insurance again.
He just wants you to see his nice gameplay.
Costly to insure
He's shooting down Nazis or terrorists or something.
Since
that nigga is the Nazi. What the fuck? He shoot
not
himself.
as good at it as professional stunt doubles who do that stuff all day every day. Well, this means the insurance companies will charge extra for that too. Make no mistake. And this is why there's also been stories and rumors about Tom Cruise and his insurance costs to film season. I even heard he had to insure himself at one point because he had some previous engagement entertainment issues.
all flustered by this
case,
white woman
again,
with an
it can
opinion,
really
man.
be worth it. Added realism
Man,
adds
what
a
he
lot
listening
the
to
kinds
right
of
now is
movies
an
he
alpha.
makes. But with Brie Larson and Captain Marvel,
You
the
think
only
he
thing
making
her
sense
doing her
right
own
now.
stunts adds to the product. So kudos to Chris Hemsworth for calling this out.
Doing her own stunts adds to her ego. Fat ass lazy nigga, man.
Damn.
Why does getting exercise add to a nigga's ego, man?
Yeah, and it's Wonder Woman.
That's just asking
it's
for
Wonder
pain.
Woman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they haven't seen your film yet, so maybe else. But both my
Damn.
Yo, hold on, rewind. I was a dig right there. That's a dig right. Oh, I gotta play that back. I don't know about these interviews. I don't know if the tension is real or fake. Cause
They all
I know,
actors. I mean, you know.
I know Chris Hemsworth is pretty comedic, and he's pretty light with these interviews. Well, all of them. And Don Cheadle is always being sarcastic.
Just asking
it's
for
Wonder
pain.
Woman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they haven't seen your film yet, so maybe else. But both my boys
they got good taste
have
in
Wonder
Wonder
Woman
Woman.
costumes.
So
I was
good.
like, what about Thor? So they wear the Wonder Woman costume, or one of them in particular, with the hammer.
Damn.
This is for you, Dad.
Here you go, Dad.
Wow, you gotta love the low-key shade Hemsworth is throwing at Brie Larson here.
Oh,
Not
some
only
of
did he brag about his
shade.
kids loving
Shots
Wonder Woman
fired.
more, Wonder Woman being Captain Marvel's big competition from the other DC comic book movies, but also, Chris even goes so far as to say his kids.
Hey, first of all, I don't think these actors or these companies give a fuck about that, the DC versus the MCU shit. I mean, I don't really think they give a fuck. I mean,
They really don't.
Before Shazam came out, you had the actor of Shazam defending Brie Larson. So, and there's lots of crossover there. I don't think they really give a fuck about. Only fans give a fuck about that dumbass DC versus MCU shit.
They all go to the same orgy party, so I mean, somebody can take someone's blueberry butt sack or something before, man. So I mean, hey, man, it's in good taste.
Exactly, man.
Captain Marvel yet at all. That really says a lot too, if you ask me. First of all, it shows how much more recognizable and significant a character like Wonder Woman is. She's the first big, noteworthy female hero for...
Why he telling us shit we already know? Obviously, Wonder Woman is the bigger hero, man. She was part of the big three. Fucking Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. We know this already.
But see, you talking about being part of the big three versus being a leader yourself.
I mean, a lot of people like Wonder Woman. I mean, I like Wonder Woman.
I mean, I know people like Wonder Woman, but think about it. She was never a leader of the Justice League. Captain Marvel's about to be the leader of the new Avengers, man, the minority Avengers. Avengers West Coast.
I think that's a trick, man. I saw a bunch of reviews. A lot of people said she was barely in Endgame. So I think they were playing niggas. They were playing tricks on people, though, because they probably knew that people didn't fuck with Brie Larson. I don't know. But a lot of people are saying that she's not in the movie that much. I saw Double Toaster review and some others that said the same thing. So,
but she does get to do that duet that everybody was talking about. So I mean, hey,
wait, don't be
a
spoiling.
little tango with a little purple anus or something.
I mean, we all assume that because I mean that's why she was there in the first place. They needed that extra power because they weak as fuck. So, I mean. That ain't really a spoiler.
For sure, and certainly the biggest draw among comic book heroines. And when compared to Captain Marvel, on the other hand, well, it's really no comparison at all. No one's really heard of Captain Marvel ever, especially not before her movie came out about a month ago. Before that, only the most hardcore and nerdy comic book fans would have even heard of her. And that's talking about all the different older incarnations of Captain Marvel over the years. But as far as the Brie Larson, Carol
we all knew who Captain Marvel was. It was that chick with that black leotard on that lightning bolt across her titty.
From what I gather. So, yeah, Hemsworth makes a good point here too, without having to go as in-depth into it as I just did, but it was fun to talk about. And it gets even worse for Captain Marvel when you think about it more, because you would think Chris's kids would be the biggest hardcore Marvel fans, right? Ones who would probably see all of the Marvel movies.
Well, how old is his
kid?
kids?
Thor is in half of the movies at this point, but no,
they
still didn't care to see Captain Marvel because they're white males, and as Brie Larson
kids were eyeliner.
This movie's not made for them. Also, Chris's boys are twins that are only 5 years old, so I'm
of course. Thank you for adding context. Stupid motherfucker. 5 years old. They don't give a fuck about no Marvel,
now,
DC
this doesn't say much,
shit.
but it is
Damn.
Sex, the different groups
There's no competition for
sex
who's
and
the
groups.
strongest, so it's just kind of like a different.
Oh, yeah, should let her think that, but yeah.
It's not. As I've said before, it's not. It's just a fact. It's not a personal opinion.
Nice. I love how Thor is not letting her get away with
Why
this.
is it looking like a white Oreo and the black stuff in the middle?
Yo, this whole interview seemed to be. Stop that, Mark. Get down. This whole interview seemed to be pretty fucking lighthearted and fun and playful. Like, cause come on, man. Like she was making a joke by saying she was the best. Like, come on. Like, it's funny how they can see the sarcasm in everybody else, and you know the humor with everybody else, all the men. But when she do it, oh, this bitch, oh, she's so arrogant. It's like they get mad.
We can talk about pit bulls and 13%, but we can't tell when a bitch trying to get the dick. Ronnie
pretending she's the strongest of all, point blank. No discussion. Did she even consider someone like Thanos, the villain from the Avengers Infinity War? He's a god himself in his own right, and also he has all the Infinity Stones currently. That's pretty hard to beat once he puts him in his gauntlet. Perhaps Captain Marvel could be the one to take Thanos on, but there's no way she could do it all by herself. Or what about another character like the Hulk? Sure, his alter ego Bruce
what is he
Banner
talking
appears
about?
to be a non-assuming scientist, but he's still bulletproof.
He just
pretty much
repeat
indestructible.
talking points
And
we already
according
knew
to his
about.
backstory, Hulk just gets bigger and stronger the more you beat him up. And like what Chris Hemsworth said, they let her think she's the strongest when really she's not, especially when you consider all the other factors.
Pause there real quick.
It's not a reflection on what you can't do.
What'd you say?
Go back to what he just said. They let her think she's powerful. That's the same thing was going on in the government now. Y'all let these women think they have all this power and they walk around with these stilettos and they stepping on y'all balls and doing findom and got the strap-ons and giving it to y'all raw and putting balls in y'all mouth and rotisserie chicken in y'all booty holes and stuff. So y'all let them think they can get away with this shit.
Not a whole rotisserie in the
I mean,
ass.
they think females think they can roast and put any male in his place and shit. It's like y'all only do that to the ones that allow it. Like other people either gonna put y'all in y'all place, G-check y'all, or just leave y'all ass alone. Y'all see this whole what's the movement I want to say, the go on your own way movement or whatever. And sooner or later, like I said, people gonna be paying for dates, man. It's gonna be the boyfriend experience, not the girlfriend experience. In Japan, it's the girlfriend experience, and the U.S. is gonna be the boyfriend experience. I'm just saying, man. Watch.
Look, man. Fuck all that shit, bitch. You can control me. I just want the sex.
The point Hemsworth said they let her think she's the strongest when really she's not, especially when you consider all the other factors here.
It's not a reflection on what you can't do, but it is also kind of a reflection on all that you
It's
can't do.
just that you're just not that strong. But you're really smart and, you know.
It looks like someone did they hair the same color, dog.
I think it's been an all-day thing.
Jesus Christ, this is so cringe.
Apparently, Don Cheadle don't have the same
hairstyle.
hairstylist.
Move on. Brie really makes things worse and worse the more she says, especially when she talks about them having been fighting all day. This probably means she's been arrogant and insufferable all day, and that's why Hemsworth is finally snapping and calling her out now. Lastly, we got one more.
See, now that's the only part that I'm like, okay, there might be something there. You know, let's go back to her expression, because that's unique right there.
That's the same look she has when someone sticks in her ass, but okay.
Can you chill? Yo. But yeah, it does seem like there's some awkwardness at that part. I need the full fucking interview.
I think it's been an all-day thing.
Jesus Christ, this is so cringe. Really, she's not, especially when you consider all the other factors.
Watching all bullshit
It's not
video.
a reflection on what you can't do, but it is also kind of a reflection on all that you can't do.
It's just that you're just not that strong. But you're really smart and, you know. Should we have a fight?
And she can eat bacon.
I feel like we're fighting right now. I think it's been an all-day thing.
Jesus Christ, this is so.
He just said she could eat something like nobody's business. What can she
eat?
eat?
Move on. Brie really makes things worse and worse the more she says, especially when she talks about them having been fighting all day. This probably means she's been arrogant and insufferable all day, and that's why Hemsworth is finally.
I don't know, man. It's, like, I don't know, man. This shit is.
I smell love of squirrel.
Lastly, we got one more clip from another interview before we go, where you can really see how awkward and off-putting Brie Larson is, according to these other guys in the interview. Take a look.
Intimidating at first, mostly because this is where it all began for me, was on this film. We filmed this before Captain Marvel, but it was a good group of people to figure it out with. with, right, guys?
Yeah.
Isn't it fun being there for all my extra takes?
Trained you up in the apprenticeship.
Damn, Don Cheadle on the right even pulls away from Brie when she's looking to him and Chris for encouragement. I think he even said something like, I told you about the touching. Ouch. Shot down, Brie. Looks like your lukewarm, off-putting attitude is really catching up to you. And it's especially bad when you're getting shade coming from Chris Hemsworth and Don Cheadle. Two very likable, highly respected, and excellent actors.
That's something
from
there.
what I've heard, they appear
if anything, she might have some beef, or he might, Cheadle might have some beef with her, but that's about it, though.
Chris Hemsworth really is doing God's work.
It took this nigga 11 minutes to show that clip, man. Fuck your video.
Break after break
all bullshit. This shit was garbage.
Hey, man.
Padded. Really is satisfying.
Padded ass trash.
I mean, he's an OG Avenger and MCU star.
Patreon.
Was Chris Hemsworth calling out Brie Larson the best?
Subscribe store.
It really hurt.
That nigga question was Chris Hemsworth calling out Brie Larson the best? What kind of stupid ass question that is, man?
I mean, think about it. Brody had to get in her ass in the movie. He also had to get in her ass in real life. If anything, I don't think Don Cheadle fucks with her. That's just me. Then again, he could be acting too, but it seemed like he has the better clap backs than Chris does. Chris kind of like playful with her ass. He probably sticks his finger in her mouth, stuck on it and shit like that. You know, they go on about they playing with each other. They stick lollipops in each other's ass. But Cheadle like, man, get your ass away from me.
I think it's stick his dick in her food. Shit.
That's what I'm saying, man.
That playful shit. Man. Put cream on her face.
Cream on his dick. Flopping on her forehead.
He does seem like a big ass child, man. Damn, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, but
you can't be mad at Chris. Chris is like a big old what the white guys say, hunky teddy bear.
I mean, Chris don't take anything seriously if you watch all these interviews. So he's always playful in these interviews. So you can't really get much off of their confrontation, right? I mean, you can if you look deep into it, you can find some animosity there. But I don't think Chris is taking it entirely seriously. Maybe Brie is. I don't know, because that one part was pretty awkward. But she was like, "I feel like we've been fighting all day." So I kind of see that there. There may be something there. Now the Don Cheadle thing was that was super. I don't fuck with this bitch. Like that nigga said, "Don't touch me." She barely touched that nigga.
Man, she was elbowing his ass. You know how women like to do shit, but if you elbow that bitch, she gonna make their face and start saying she uncomfortable. See, when Don Cheadle uncomfortable, it's cool. We can talk about Chris putting her ass on her plate, but when Don Cheadle uncomfortable, let's not talk about it. But we make her ass uncomfortable. Oh, Don is an animal. He's a BLM. Send his ass back somewhere.
Yo.
Make her put on that Iron Man suit and go mine her for diamonds or something. Don't give him the Mark 5 and 15. Give him the one that Tony had to use when he escaped Afghanistan.
But yeah, that Don Cheadle shit was pretty telling, man. I don't know what happened on set, but them two don't fuck with each other. Part
of the gangbang, but he ain't getting none apparently.
I mean, she got a good rapport with black men apparently, man. Samuel Jackson is her best friend.
Man, Samuel Jackson, man, he getting his. He from Tennessee. We all know he from down south. He got a big booty woman. She cooking sweet potato pie. He busting and all that kind of stuff.
So I don't know, man. But maybe it's that thing where maybe she talk a lot on set about women's empowerment and niggas just want to have fun. Like, we in the Avengers. They want to play with toys and shit. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck going on. Like I would need to look deeper into that, and I'm not entirely interested in this whole thing. I don't give a fuck about any of this shit. I just want to see fucking movies. And I do not hate Brie Larson, because there's no reason to hate her. They don't fuck with her, so what? Like, that don't mean I don't fuck with her.
I mean, she's an actor. She's doing her craft.
Yeah.
She was a singer. I said this before. She was a singer. She played Scott Pilgrim. No one knew who she was, so she got to do whatever she can to get her name out there. Just like Controversy. She's like the white version of Soulja Boy. So, I mean, like, she got to do whatever she got to do to get her name out there.
That shit working, man.
It is.
So, I mean, these other niggas going to be gone, and she going to be at the top of the next phase. So, I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, there's no reason for me to not fuck with her just because they don't fuck with her. I mean, maybe white men have a problem with her, but I don't really see the error in what she said. Like, they say worse on Fox News every day. So this bitch Lauren Ingram was talking about Nipsey and that nigga dead. So, I mean, if this is the type of shit that gets you niggas mad, then I don't even know what to say.
They're not niggas. They refuse to be called niggas. They refuse to be called Americans.
This snowflakes, man. That white fragility, man, it's crumbling, nigga. You niggas was fragile, man. This video was weak as fuck, man. Like this nigga spent 10 minutes talking about bullshit. It should be all bullshit, not no bullshit. Your whole video is complete and utter fucking manure, nigga.
Apparently, he's the great debater. He can sit down and tell you about your IQ levels and say you're making coon and nigger jokes and say how much of a failure you are. But he has a bull's head on his head and he talks about everything from IQ to philosophy to Aristotle. He's the best there is. And Brie Larson isn't no good for white people. She's a threat.
Oh shit! Like, come on, man. Like,
you gonna pull a Charlize Theron probably.
How's she a threat when you made a full video talk about how nobody likes her, man? To be a threat, you have to be able to communicate and gather people together. This bitch can't even make friends on her own set. How's she a threat?
I'm sure that they all got each other's numbers and they be swapping news and stuff. Sooner or later, we might get the damn Brie Larson fapping and whatnot. So y'all hate Brie Larson, but when the fapping come out, y'all gonna be having a good time.
They'll be beating their dick raw, man.
Hell yeah. With the power glove on, shit.
With the power glove, man.
Infinity Gauntlet, letting that damn gym.
And they in-game boxes, nigga.
Speaking of in-game boxes, I sure do got them damn Avengers jaws. I can literally put my dick on Captain America, dog.
Hey, his film, Wind River.
Here you go trying to explain something that we can just clearly watch our damn scene.
Might be doing a full body eye roll
more bullshit, man.
See what his response was.
You're not smart enough to understand what he's about to say.
Work at being the best person that I can be and using this platform for as much good as I can. But it doesn't mean that I don't make mistakes, but I'm very comfortable with that and allowing myself to learn from those mistakes.
This might be one of the best low
What she said is suitable, shit.
To date.
Yeah,
Take it away, Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, I'm pretty accountable and responsible in my own life, at any rate. So, celebrity is not something that I use as any sort of platform to be more responsible or accountable, I suppose.
Oh, yikes.
Sure, okay.
Yikes. Okay. That is a savage low-key. Then just the interaction.
Is it really?
Let's take it to Don Cheadle and see how that went.
I didn't see nothing.
Now, it seems like
he get his titties is happy about that right there.
That nigga titties is tingling, man.
Pick that up. I pick up that they are just not
his little dick probably hard. His pecker probably
Finding our
pitching
way,
the
but
tent
it was
right
a
now,
good
man.
people to figure out.
Yeah.
But, right, guys?
Camera
Isn't it
two,
fun
camera
being there for all my extra takes?
Signed you up.
Told you about
the
the
apprenticeship.
We're all coming in for this last sort of moment. That there's all these new relationships being built, and we kind of get to come back and meet each other again, see each other again. There's a real, I think, affection among the cast members, except for
no, this is terrible. Yeah. No, this is terrible. Yeah.
Now the first, maybe they're going into this saying like, "Hey, it's a meme. We're gonna dump on Brie. We're gonna, kind of just dump on the new kid."
Mean,
maybe the first clip where he's like, "No, don't touch me."
I know it's possible.
Combined with her body language, where she's kind of like,
and they just eating it up. Oh, everyone hates her.
Everyone hates her.
They don't like her. Now maybe
they're all grateful.
Okay, of course it's possible that I'm seeing something that's not there. Maybe it's because
that's
your
whole channel.
Brie Larson,
That's your whole channel, seeing shit that's not there, man.
Exactly.
Yo,
actions with her
whole
thoughts and
channel.
words over the past year, but it seems like her own castmates don't like it. Now, in the second clip, it seems more playful to me, but we're starting to build a little picture.
He just said himself, seems like it's not fact, it's not confirmed, it's not real.
Like I said,
no one is pissing in this bitch's lemonade and making her drink it.
Brie just has to not screw it up.
Oh, yeah. Bonus Don Cheadle meme. Now, I actually can really understand how the Avengers might be feeling. The actors, obviously.
Man, the thing that makes me question this is because their relationship off the set seems to be a mirror to what it was in the actual film, right? Because if you watch the trailer of Endgame, You see the animosity between her and Don Cheadle and saying he about that superhero woke life, and also between Thor. Now Thor says he likes her in the trailer, but he didn't at first. So I don't. This whole thing is interesting with Marvel, because if there was really animosity between Brie Larson and Don Cheadle and Chris Hemsworth, why even make them do a press tour? Why force them together? Because that'll make the whole thing look bad, right? Disney is not about making things look bad. They're all about happy and fun. So it's interesting, man. Or maybe they're doing this whole press tour. They put her with these two dudes to further build that fucking broken relationship that they have on set. Like I don't know, man. But it is pretty interesting to see this whole thing play out, and I can't wait to see what else happens. But I'm not on fucking YouTube with my Cheeto fingers, masturbating at the fact that they may hate her. I don't give a fuck if they hate her or not, nigga. I'm not in the actor life, nigga. I don't know. And there's been tons of instances where people that work together hate each other. Like actors hate their own writers for like sometimes. So it like hating somebody don't really affect the product at the end of the day.
We see themselves. Maybe they are feeling a little bit of that. Man, this is something we've all built over a decade, and now we're just supposed to hand it off to this new Jack. As Cheadle basically is like, yo, we've done all the work.
And then again, we pretty much already dispelled that. Well, the reviews dispelled that shit. A lot of reviews were saying that, it's mainly about the other Avengers, and she's barely in the film. So these people that were all mad about, man, Kevin Feige keep talking about how Brie Larson is the best and the strongest. Yeah, apparently not, nigga. Apparently these niggas tricked y'all ass again.
Oh my God, what is going on? So I'll play this little clip. It happens around the 33-second mark. The subtitles don't tell me.
Well, bitch, play it.
So tell me what you think he's saying here.
I feel like random niggas on YouTube. I click on the video and be mad as fuck and dislike that shit.
It's like reading AVPs. Oh my God, this is
I
great.
definitely would
get to the point.
Electronic voice phenomenon in the ghostly paranormal circles. You might understand.
Bitch, stop
but
it.
It's not important. It's just trying to decipher something you can't quite hear.
Oh!
This is crazy. I love this. I love picking apart these interviews. So here.
Well, we gotta wait for a minute to get into the damn Gibbons and Grace.
Like she would.
I gotta play shit at the beginning, though.
Ring in your head, because when they try and dig for the pussy, they gotta reach all them stomach folds and shit.
Freaking actress. Be happy about it. Just be happy about it.
Yo,
It wasn't all flushed out.
my opinion is not Epic opinion,
Daggers
man.
from John Cheadle.
It was just kind of.
Finally, about time. Let's see what's up.
Yeah. Yes, we did. Where did you meet and how long have you known each other? I want to hear the whole story. Did you text each other? Did you hang out?
Ellie going in for the juice.
I know, Ellie, like a pit bull. They're trying to.
How long have you known each other? Can you kiss each other on the couch?
No. Yes, we did.
All right, Ellen, I see you.
Ellie trying to get her fucking lesbian romantic novel going.
I auditioned. I don't feel like I started working until like 3 years ago, but Scarlett was a working actress.
I was a kid actor.
Pause. You just heard what this bitch said, right?
Yeah, look how humble she is in this interview, though.
That's what I'm saying. She humble and she knows she wasn't shit before Marvel reached out to her ass.
I'm saying,
when Marvel reached out to her ass, they like, you gonna be our Wonder Woman. We need you to talk all this shit.
Not even Marvel, like, because you mentioned.
I know the right.
I mean, you mentioned Scott Pilgrim and The Room. That shit won an Oscar, nigga. That bitch got an Oscar.
No one knew her ass before that, dog.
I mean, true, but I mean, still, like, that's more than any of them other niggas on the cast can say.
Let me say this, man.
Excited to see what the future holds, and
Chris is such a good guy.
excited to find out tonight when I watch the movie for the first time.
Marvel has kind of set a standard where look, a lot of times you make movies and you don't know how it's going to turn out. With Marvel, we become a little too accustomed to knowing it's going to be good. It's just a matter of how good.
Knowing it's going to be good.
That's that Jackson. I'm surprised his ass driving. I see you saying. Oh, hell no. You need to wreck that damn car right now and take her ass out the paint.
Snakes in a car. Marvel suit.
Yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Would you be honest with me if you didn't like my performance in a scene?
Oh, hell yeah.
I know, you have, actually.
True?
You have.
I'm not.
Yeah, but good notes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Have you ever farted while filming a scene?
All the time.
That's some real shit.
That's some real nigga shit right there. It's like I put it in the car during that song. You couldn't hear it because the music was playing.
You know yourself.
Yeah.
Right, guys?
Yeah,
Isn't it fun?
They keep on with the same clips,
man.
Signed you up. Little apprenticeship. Signed you up. Little apprenticeship. Little
What
was it like when somebody new comes?
Told you not to touch
Is there
it.
like initiation? Is there you're accepting? You're like,
No. There was definitely a hate.
I think I'm still in it.
She's still in it.
Still in it?
Yeah, and it's good because we actually get to kind of play with that. We do anyway, for sure, in the scene itself when she kind of shows up. So. It was nice, but she kind of fit right in.
They still in character, but okay.
Kind of. She paid her dues on time. The initiation dues were paid promptly. And
I'm
that's
still waiting
the
for my
biggest
membership
thing.
card that hasn't been received.
$25, yeah. That'll come. The card comes.
in many ways, this is a.
Yeah, like if you see more of the interview, it kind of looked like a fucking joke. Because they put it on way too hard. Like membership cards and saying she don't quite fit in. Like, come on. Like, they're actors. I'm sure they can play it off. They really hated her. They probably would play it off for these interviews. I don't know. Anyway,
They just don't get it. The cuck lords think that Brie Larson is the enemy of all men.
But yeah, I'm off this topic, man. Fuck this shit. Yeah.